Pilas. I am an author, an inventor, a real estate agent, retired assistant administrator, and a small business owner. My business is the Elephant Nose Pet Center, located in Morristown, New Jersey. And a large part of my business is made up of pet walking, pet sitting, pet training. So I guess you can also say I'm a professional poop picker-upper. Because of that, I decided, okay, there had to be a better way. And I decided to invent the Catch It. Catch It is a pet waste collection device designed to make the pet walking experience a more pleasant one. With the Catch It, you will not see, smell, or touch the pet's waste. It has a life for evening walks, and it's environmentally friendly because the waste never touches the ground. All you have to do is, while you're walking the dog is ready to go, and if you're a dog owner or a dog walker, you know when the dog is ready to go. And when the dog is ready to go, you just simply catch it, close it, and you don't see, smell, or touch the pet's waste. The light for the evening walks is ideal because you can't see what's happening in the nighttime, especially if it's not well lit. And so that you can see exactly what you're doing, and the pet, again, the whole concept is it never touches the ground. Once the dog is finished and your walk is done, and you can leave it, if your dog goes to the bathroom a couple of times, that's fine. When your walk is done and you're home, you just simply take the bag, pull the drawstrings, and as you're doing that, the bag is closing, and then you dispose of it. Therefore, you never see, smell, or touch the pet's waste. The Catch It is good for anybody, especially good for seniors who can't bend, good for children who don't want to smell, and good for mom or dad who decides that, okay, well, I'm sick and tired of being yelled at by my neighbors. Your dog is on my property, and yeah, your dog is on the property, and I'm picking it up, but you never always get it. Never. And I guess at this point, that would probably be it. I really didn't expect to do this, but I thought, what the heck.
All right. Lovely. Julie, okay. First of all, it's cool. It's a great idea. I have a couple thoughts about it. I couldn't understand the name of it.
The Catch It.
Catch it.
Yes. And why is it called the Catch It?
Well, no, it's not that. I can't hear catch.
Okay.
Catch. That was a little bit hard. So I think I need something that tells it on the product, maybe, that says Catch It. I mean, that's just me. My hearing is, way too many years in the mosh pit. But, so I think, who is it for first? I understood what it was when I first saw it. I have a dog, clearly, and boy, I could use that. So I think giving an example, I would lead with an example. Do you know what I mean?
So you mean who's the walker?
Who's the walker? Because I went, but when you said seniors, I went, oh, I really see that.
A person with back problems.
I see that, a person with back. How many people have back problems?
Yeah, a lot.
Well, you get that number.
Yeah.
And tell me, there are X amount of people that are dog owners, there's X amount of people that have back injuries, and seniors that own pets, and pets are very therapeutic. One of the things that's not therapeutic is picking up their poop. So in order to do that, this enables you to do that in a way that's easy. How do you put the bag on? I was wondering how you got the bag on.
It's got the, as you can see, it's got the openings right here. One goes over here. You'd have to definitely you could put it on before you start the walk. That would be number one. And one goes there. One goes here. This is just a sample that I'm working with right now.
I would say then keep the bag on because it's too long to put it on.
We actually have an order coming in now. It's 2,000 coming in. But at any rate, it is easy to go on. But the key is you do it before you start the walk. You put the bag on there, and you don't even need to take it off until you get home, because.
Okay, here's another thing. It's not just who is it for, but it's also the fact that you can get fined if you don't pick up.
Right, absolutely.
Which is why people need it.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking, because from my standpoint, I couldn't book this product, right? Because it's not news per se oriented or something like that. But I'm just thinking in general, what would pique my interest is here are the range of fines that you can have for not picking up for your dog, and look at that in respect to seniors and people with back injuries, and then that makes it a much more human interest story for me versus I don't want to touch the waste.
Right.
And you did that really well. Too bad you don't have a dog. Oh no, you probably don't want to really show.
You don't want to know
Oh,
that.
That would make me a bit much. What do you ladies think?
Can I just interject something? When you started, I thought vividly, I was visiting my family over Thanksgiving, and I walked my sister's dog because I love to walk. So I'm taking Lucy out for a walk. And I don't have a dog. I love dogs, grew up with dogs, but when I grew up with dogs, you didn't have to pick up the poop.
Right.
You know, they just went.
left it rest.
Yeah, and you took the hose and anyway. So now I'm walking Lucy, and I got, you know, she does her duty, and I got to pick it up, and I've got the bag, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's like, that's gross.
And you can't tell you which times if I had a nickel, I'd be rich for every time it went on my hands. Because I walked dogs all day long.
Yeah.
So
And that's the
my
other thing.
point.
I would say you don't need the real estate, you don't need those other pieces.
Yeah.
For this, you are this inventor, a pet owner, pet sitter, and inventor.
Right.
And I'll stop pointing.
And I was just going to say that the way you started telling your story, if you could flip it, you know, and start to show the human interest aspects of it. I mean, even if you talked about being this person who walks the dogs and how many times you've had poop on your hands, there's somebody who's going to relate to that.
Right.
You know?
A lot of somebody's.
Present company.
Yeah.
Right, you know.
So before you start really telling about the product, tell about why the product is so good.
Right, exactly. Like what made you, what was your catalyst to invent it? You know?
Yeah, sick of trying to getting it on my hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think I am a dog lover. I have 2 dogs. I bring them to work. I clean poop all the time, in more ways than one. I think it lends itself to a little fun in marketing it. I think that definitely I could just see the visuals of kids using it or people with back problems using it, not to make light of that. But I think that if you just used an iPhone and made short videos or put it on YouTube, I think that would be
We actually, and you're being, I'm in Morristown, you're in Chester. And you're
well,
being
we're
in
Morristown now, actually.
Oh,
you are?
We moved in
Okay.
April, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, good.
We already
didn't
have a,
send the email out yet.
we're not in Morristown now.
We're at 1776, right across from Century 21.
Oh, okay, we're running South Street.
Oh, okay.
That's where we are. So
Yeah.
stop in one day. But at any rate, we do have a commercial video on the website. I'm patented, I'm trademarked. We're right now, our inventory is coming in, being shipped from China in, as we speak, probably another couple of days. So, and I'm working with 2 gentlemen right now. One is an investor and one is someone who knows where to go and who to contact, a contact person. So, so at this point, I've got, but the marketing part of it, really getting it out there. I've got everything in place right now. It's just getting it out there.
Because I can see a serious side to it, obviously, to a more mature market.
Yeah.
But I can also see a lighter side, and I think that it could be marketed in a way that would make it fun, and you could even get viral and buzz if you made kind of a
Which is when you really need that.
Yeah.
Viral issues. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But no, we do have to talk. Because I have some other ideas I'd like to run by you as well. Okay? Thank you very much.
Just really briefly, Julie is the product pitch tank winner from the last conference. And she was one of the finalists in the Sharkette tank as well. And so, and that she was pitching her the catch it.
In that snowstorm.
And that
October.
snowstorm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
remember
Yeah, the
that.
Hyatt, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It was thank God I was nice and close, but I felt sorry for everybody else that wasn't. Even nice and close, it took me 45 minutes to get home. Blocks away, it was that bad that day.
That was a very interesting.
Yeah, the electricity went out, but the generators went on, so we were fine, at the Hyatt. But
We were stranded in the Hyatt.
yeah,
And our conference is at the Hyatt in Morristown. And there was also another convention going on. It was the big and beautiful sisters, Babs, big and beautiful. There was some crazy women running around. It was just a crazy.
And the fire alarms went off just
The
before we
fire
got there.
alarms went off. I mean, people were coming in and their parkas were all filled with it was crazy. But anyway, so Julie, I'm going to introduce Julie a little. Well, I guess we already did it.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
I was going to introduce her right before the retail buyer pitch, the panel, because she was in that tank, and that was the first time we did that.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that was the first time
It was
we
fun.
did
It was
that.
great. If anybody, I mean, in March, if you can get the opportunity to go, absolutely go.
And what I've added on, not that this all, but I've instilled where the audience now will get to vote, because the audience gets to vote on the Shark Head tank. The audience will get to vote on the product pitch tank,
Okay.
and I'm calling that the Yes, I Would Buy It.
Oh,
So you'll be able to utilize a ready-made consumer focus group anyway. So that's to come. More information. Okay.